In this week's episode, we travel to Sportsland Sugo to meet up with the drivers of PETRONAS Team Toms.
Join me right here at Sportsland Sugo to talk to none other than Super Formula's powerhouse, PETRONAS Team Toms Kazuki Nakajima and Lotterer.
And in our Through the Chicane segment, we travel to the land of the rising sun to watch the PETRONAS Syntium Team in action.
Join me right here at the Suzuka circuit to cheer on the PETRONAS Syntium Team as they race in the Super Taikyu Championship.
Hi, I'm Kazuki Nakajima.
Hey, I'm Lotterer, and you're watching Motorsports
At PETRONAS.
You gotta run, run, run. 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 Yeah! Run, run, run. Run, run, run.
This is Sendai, just about an hour away from Sportsland Sugo. Founded by Daimyo Date Masamune in 1600, it is the capital city in the Miyagi Prefecture and one of Japan's 15th largest cities. Sendai is the cultural, economic and industrial center of Japan's mysterious northeast, an area known as the Tohoku region.
Nicknamed the City of Trees, Japanese zelkovas are planted all around the city center, particularly at Jozenji-dori and Aoba-dori. A little fact for you, these zelkova trees are often grown as an ornamental tree and used in bonsai.
I love playing tourist, so I'm going to check out the city for a bit before I head to the circuit to meet Kazuki and Andre to talk about the championship, what's it like to be a race car driver, and most importantly, to cheer on the team for this weekend's race.
Super Formula, or formerly known as Formula Nippon, is Japan's top-level single-seater racing. What started as All Japan Formula 2000 in 1973, the championship has evolved throughout the years and has produced many well-known drivers such as Eddie Irvine, Ralf Schumacher and Pedro de la Rosa.
Hi Kazuki, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
How are you doing?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, you enjoying the weather here?
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's a little bit cold, but it's much better than having a lot of heat and humid. So
Tell me about it. You look very comfy in your races.
yes, yeah. I think this is the best for this weather.
Yeah, so let's find out more about you.
Yeah.
Tell me how you got started in motorsports.
I started racing kart when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, and then I made my debut when I was 13 for the kart race.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time, 17 years, 18 years. Yeah.
What? But you're still so young.
Not young anymore. There's a lot
Younger than
drivers,
Andre.
yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me what exactly is Super Formula? I know it used to be called many different names. The All Japan Formula 2000, there was the Japanese Formula 2, Formula 3000, Formula Nippon, a lot of name change for just one championship.
Well, basically it's it's been the same category, just the name change has been there all the time, but basically it's like GP2. It used to be Formula 3000, it used to be Formula 2, but now it's called GP2, and basically it's the best category in Japan, the quickest car, quickest Formula car in Japan and also including Asia. I guess it's as quick as GP2, or maybe quicker than GP2.
Okay, tell me about the car that you're driving here in Super Formula.
It's made by American manufacturer, Swift, and it's been used for 5 years now. And the car is basically it's very quick. It has a lot of downforce. So in a high-speed corner, you get a lot of G-force on my body. So it's very tough car to drive. But the lap time is very quick. In this winter in Suzuka, the lap time was not really far from. I mean, I think it was quicker than the slowest F1 car from last year's race. So it is, it's really quick car.
I see. And tell us about the helmet that you have. Tell us about the story.
Well, basically, my design is based on my father's design. I mean, featured with my father's design. And of course, it's more, how to say, up to date. Really, my father's design is quite.
Your dad is vintage.
Yeah, it's very classic, but basically has a Japanese color, red and white, and my name on the back. So basically it's all from my father's design.
I see. Your father must be really proud of you.
I hope so. And there's my brother racing in the same category as well. So he's as a father, I think he must be happy.
You mentioned earlier that you've been racing for about 17 years now. It's a long time. So what drives Kazuki Nakajima?
Well, it's all about getting the result which I can satisfy with. Even though I won Formula Nippon last year, still I want to win a lot more. And also I haven't won GT Championship yet, so that's another goal. And also I'm racing at Le Mans 24 hours. That's the big target for me. So that's all my motivation, just to do to get a good result. And it's been 17 years. It sounds amazing, but
Yes.
I hope there's a lot more to come
I'm
from
sure.
me. Yeah.
More 17 years to come and more to achieve.
Yeah, if I can do another 17 years, it's gonna be very long, but it's gonna be great.
As long as you feel young inside and your body can
feel
take it.
young and also have to be fit as well.
Yeah.
So I need to keep pushing.
You're looking very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hope so. I don't know.
Okay, thanks Andre Lotterer for being on the show. I mean, it's always a pleasure to speak to you. And this is our first time in Sendai, and it's perfect weather, 19 degrees, the sun is out, you're doing very well.
So far.
On track. Okay, so let's talk about you. I don't think you've ever told me how you got your start in motorsports.
Well, I started in go-karts like most of the drivers, right? So when I was 7 years old, and my dad was helping me out a lot. So I was starting to race in Belgium. And then all around Europe till I was 16. Actually, I won like a world championship when I was 13, and Fernando Alonso was third. So I think you heard about him.
Alonso who?
Yeah. And from that point on, we thought, okay, maybe I can become a professional race car driver. And then when I turned 16, I moved to Formula BMW, then Formula 3, and then I was at Jaguar F1 test drive, and then I came to Japan, and the rest is.
You're doing so well now. You're probably at the peak of your career. So can you tell me a little bit about the car that you're driving here at Super Formula?
It's an awesome car. I really love racing here in Japan. I mean, I have another program as well, like you mentioned it's peak of my career. I think it's true because I also race for Audi and the World Endurance Championship, and it's a really big program as well. But I try to hold on as long as possible to race here in Japan because the cars are fantastic. So yeah, it's probably one of the fastest cars you can get around the world.
Speaking about Japan, you say you're trying to hang on to Japan, right? And I believe that you've been racing in Japan for the longest time. You even have a place here. You're based here too. So what is it about the Japanese championships that is so popular amongst race car drivers?
Yeah, I've been here 10 years now, so I must like it. So I think it's a very professional environment. You have really good racetracks, very professional teams. So for us drivers, we are able to race at the core of our passion. There's not so many politics involved, so it's just pure racing at the highest level. So it's something that I like, and I realized when I go around Europe, it's really hard to find that high performance level. You know, the teams are very precise. The race cars, I mean, the GT cars are one of the greatest cars you can drive, and you have really good partners. You know, you have Bridgestone, Toyota, Honda, Nissan that are very involved here locally in making this championship very, very professional.
And out of all the cars that you've raced in, Formula cars, touring cars, GTs, which is your favorite and why?
Well, the Formula Nippon is probably the favorite because it's the most pure race car you can find. A Formula car is always good. But it's hard to pick because the GT cars are amazing as well. You know, we compete in a championship where tire manufacturers are fighting, so the tires are incredibly good. They're the best tires in the world because no championship has this competition in between tire brands. So when you do performance testing in a GT, you take unbelievable amount of speed in the medium and slow speed corners, which sometimes is faster than the Formula Nippon car. But I think the thrill of the Formula Nippon car is pretty exciting.
Any ultimate career goal? Last question.
Well, I'd love to win the Formula Nippon Championship not only once. You know, like to win once is all right, but to win it a few times is even more difficult. So I'd like to check that box, and I will try to win Le Mans. Maybe be the best German that won Le Mans as many times as possible. The best one is Frank Biela. He won 5 times. So if I can beat him, it would be great.
I think you can. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Andre, Kazuki, it was really nice talking to you. And before we end our chat, we have a little surprise for you. In Motorsports at PETRONAS, we have this thing called Rapid Fire Q&A. Have you heard about it?
Maybe.
Maybe? No?
Sounds like we have to be fast at answering.
Really? That's absolutely right. We want to see how competitive you guys are. You have to answer as fast as you guys drive, okay? Like really fast. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You want to shake hands first? It's a competition. Nice. All right, question 1. In MotoGP, there's a rider known as the Doctor. Who is it?
Valentino Rossi.
1 point to Andre.
That was quick.
Did you know the answer though?
Not really, actually.
Oh no. What year did Michael Schumacher came out of retirement to race for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula 1 team?
2010.
I wasn't listening.
All right.
Like an F1 driver. Okay, so 1-1 each, okay? Next question, which city will host the 2020?
Tokyo.
That was quick.
Are you guys reading my lines or what? Okay. Since I'm from Malaysia, what is the capital?
Kuala Lumpur.
You have a good reaction.
I need to shorten my questions. Japan's high-speed bullet train is also called what?
Shinkansen.
Easy. Why do you look so confused? Like,
I was like,
what train? I drive a car. That's what he's thinking. Which boxer said, I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee?
Muhammad Ali.
Easy. 5. Who said these famous words? I'll be back. And what movie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What movie?
Terminator?
Terminator! That's very good. Do you like my Austrian accent?
yeah.
Get out now. Okay, moving on. Which city hosted the 2012 Summer Olympics?
London.
Sydney?
What? Yeah. That's far away.
Yeah.
How many floors does the Petronas Twin Towers have? Really high?
60...
No.
No?
Higher.
73?
No, higher.
I think 87.
Almost. Very
85.
close.
90. 95.
No, you're
88.
getting 88! Absolutely right.
Oh, I was so
5-4.
close.
Yeah, you're close. Okay, so it's 5-4, okay?
That's close.
You guys are like 0.01 second apart. And final question. In the movie The Avengers, you guys watched it? You watched it?
Iron Man.
Iron Man is 1. There's 6 in
Hulk.
total. The Hulk,
The Hulk, yeah.
1-1. This is the
Captain
deciding one.
America.
Captain America?
Superman.
No, that's DC.
Spider-Man.
No. You're just guessing all the comics. Doraemon,
The-
Scooby-Doo,
what's
Captain
the
America,
Hulk guy?
Iron
The guy
Man, the
with
Hulk. What's the one with the hammer?
Hammer.
The one from outer space.
Thor.
Thor! And the other two,
that
I'm
it?
sure you wouldn't know.
Other 2.
Yeah, there's 2 more.
The girl who goes to...
No, there's no girl. Oh wait, okay, that's Black Widow. Oh, is that a girl? Yeah, that's a girl. Was that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
You liar. And Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Have you guys heard of Hawkeye?
If I see him, I'm sure I can recognize him.
So then Hawkeye maybe.
So I said one more than him, right?
So Andre, well done. What do you want as your prize?
What I want to surprise? I don't know, I'll tell you later.
It's an 18 PG show, but thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys are really fun to watch, on
Yeah.
track and off track as well. Thank you so much. Arigato
Thanks.
gozaimasu. This is the Suzuka International Racing Course, or Suzuka Circuit, one of the few circuits in the world with a figure-8 layout, where the back straight passes over the front of the track. And it is highly rated as one of the world's leading technical course, that it is often referred to as the Holy Land of Motorsports.
At 5.807 kilometers, Suzuka hosts many motorsports championships such as the Formula 1, the Suzuka 1000 kilometers, and the infamous Suzuka 8 hours for motorbikes. It is perhaps the most famous track in Japan and one of the oldest.
The name Super Taikyu, or translated to Super Endurance, is a 300 kilometers race that was created in year 2000. Now, in its 13th year, the championship has proven to be very popular amongst local and international motorsports fans.
A coveted Japanese touring car championship, it is divided into ST1 to ST5 class cars and GT3s. ST1 cars are purpose-built FIA-styled racing machines that provides close racing action. The ST2 to ST5s are showroom stock racing machines with minimal modifications. And the GT3s, well, they're mean machines.
As you can see, it's actually a full house right here at the circuit. And later on in the show, I'll be talking to the drivers and team and get them to explain to me what the Super Taikyu Championship is all about.
Super Taikyu is a domestic Japanese endurance series, so it's one step below Super GT, and it's a series of long distance races around Japan, and this year expanding into Korea as well. Which basically brings together the very best of Japanese endurance racing. We've got 6 classes within the championship, and that runs from FIA GT3, which is obviously what we're competing in the SLS, right the way down to what they call ST5. So they run ST1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right the way down to cars like your Toyota Vitz. So look, we get a really good mix of different cars and different drivers, pro drivers, amateur drivers, gentleman drivers. 50 plus cars at every event, and it's a really great atmosphere and very competitive racing.
速さの差がすごくあるので、そこら辺の、違うクラスをうまくこうかわしながら長い距離を走るというところがすごく難しいレースで、コースを速く走ることも大事なんですが、あとやっぱりこうピットワークが2回あるので、そこのピットの速さも、勝負の大事なポイントになるというですね。まあ他の耐久レースと違うというわけじゃないんですが、今回そういうスーパー耐久レースの難しいところはそこら辺にあると思います。
We have about 7 races through the years, and a few of the circuits, all the circuits that we have run is Okayama, Suzuka, Fuji, and some other circuits like Motegi as well.
The race at Suzuka sees the team battling it out in sprint racing. There are 3 rounds in which each driver drives non-stop for 40 minutes.
今回は、いつもと違ってスプリントレースになるんですけれども、ただスプリントレースっていうのは1台の車を1人で乗るレースですけれども、今回は結局は 3人で1台の車をシェアするので、まあスーパー耐久の要素がかなり、大きく含んだ、スプリントレースなので、レース自体は、ね、スプリントなんですけれども、やはりスーパー耐久に、変わりはないのかなと思います。
Normally when the driver who is coming into the pits, normally what he does is to unplug his radio or even then water bottle as well, loosen the seat belts, and then when he comes into the pit and stops, normally what he does is he releases the steering wheel so he can get out of the car easier. And for the driver coming in, because sometimes the drivers are different height, so normally they have a seat with them so that they can put in the seat and he gets into the car.
Okay. We chose Mercedes because number 1, Petronas is the main partner of Mercedes. Number 2, we researched a few different cars. And we took the Mercedes because most reliable, the GT3, that's what we thought.
Of course, there will always be pressure, as in any sports, there will always be pressure to win. And being PETRONAS sponsored, we always want to win.
We are very successful in the endurance race because the main factor is the car. But I think the most important thing is the manpower. We got all professional, good driver, good mechanic, good engineer. So I picked all good people. That's why it's so successful.
Hope you guys are up to speed because we're about to find out what the boys enjoy most about the series.
基本レースというのは全てやはり勝負なので、勝ったら嬉しいし負けたら悲しいしってものなんですが、このペトロナスチームが非常に強いチームで、いつもチャンピオン争いだったりとかに絡めていて、今僕はずっと毎年チャンピオン取らせてもらっているので、そこら辺で非常にこのチームに入れることはまずハッピーですね。
I love winning it. That's got to be the goal for any driver, and you know I'm very fortunate to be in a racing team that is extremely successful, extremely competitive, got a brilliant history not only in Japan but around Asia. To race for the PETRONAS Syntium Team puts me in the best possible position to fight for wins here, outright and in my class, and it means that we can fight for the championship in 2013.
今回のスーパー耐久はスプリントレースということなんですけれども、通常のねスプリントだと、自分の車をですねセッティングして、レースしてっていう風で、自分仕様の車でレースができるんですが、今回はやはり3人で1台の車をシェアするので、スプリントレースとは言ってもですねやはりその3人で車を共有する難しさ、その辺は普段のこのスーパー耐久と変わらないので、レース自体はね個人のレースになるんですけれども、やはりそのスーパー耐久の要素を多分に含んだ、レースなんじゃないかなと思います。
For me, the series is very challenging. I mean, there's so many classes. I think the most challenging part for me is driving with traffic because some of the cars are a lot slower, and I think that's quite interesting for me. So I enjoy that we get to drive with different classes of cars together and drive for a very long period of time.
I enjoy being ahead of everybody. That's what I enjoy the most, especially if from the start of the practice you are already ahead of everybody. So it's a very good spirit for you to carry throughout the weekend.
You have now been schooled about the Super Taikyu Championship. Remember, endurance racing is for the lion heart. And the PETRONAS Syntium Team has proven time and time again that is what they're made of. I'm Julie Wood. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to log on to www.patmos.com.my for more info about your favorite teams, drivers, or race results. Catch you again here next week on Motorsports at PETRONAS. As they race in the one of the few circuits in the world with a figure-8 layout. I can't remember the lines! I'm scared! I'm a fan! I'm a fan! I'm a fan! I'm gonna moonwalk back!
Oh, thank you.